Hello and welcome to our 9th session, and this is our second session on multicam editing. Now in this session we are going to work with a more complicated project. Now we have to make a music album, and for this music album the performance of an artist or a band is recorded from different angles using 8 cameras. And now we have to mix these 8 camera images and we have to create a multi-camera editing. So this is what we are now going to explore now. So now launch Davinci Resolve, and in our previous class you saw how we restored the project from the archive, and once we restored it we had this multi-camera project added into our local database, and when I double click this is going to open. And now when this opens, in our previous session we successfully completed this citizens chain multicam version 1 timeline. This was done successfully, and now we are going to move into this folder, that is Jitterbug Riot. And here, so when I click on the miserable girl, you can see you have 8 clips present over here, and we are now going to create a multicam clip using this 8 clip using the same principle as before. But before we start this, I want you to introduce to 2 more terms in editing. One is called as the optimized media and the other is called as the proxy media. Now what is this optimized media and proxy media? Well, when we are doing editing, say for example in this machine now we have 8 clips, each of 4K resolution, and it's a high resolution video clip. And when you want to edit a multi-camera clip like this, you want all the 8 streams to play back together, and if this has to happen, you should have a very powerful machine with a very powerful graphic card. A high-end edit suit is required. But unfortunately, say for example you are doing this on a laptop or on a low level computer. Now in that case, when your machine is not able to handle very high resolution videos, Davinci Resolve provides you with a solution where all your high resolution videos will be converted into a low resolution video. You will do the entire editing with the low resolution video, and finally when you deliver it, it is going to replace those older, that is low resolution video, with the original high resolution video, and it is going to render it. So by this your editing process will be easier. You can play your clip faster, there will be no jerky movement. So to avoid this, we are going to convert our video into a low resolution video. We will do the entire editing with low resolution video, and later on when we render it, we will replace it with high resolution video. And for this we make use of what we call as the proxy videos. Proxy videos means it is a video which your Davinci Resolve is going to generate by reducing its resolution. To understand this, now if you come to Davinci Resolve, you have this wheel here. If I click on this, in your settings here, in master settings, if you scroll down, you have an option here for that is see, optimized media and render cache, and in this you have proxy media resolution and optimized media resolution. So here you can choose. Right now it is set to choose automatically. Now say for example I will set this to half resolution, and I will set it to half resolution, and optimized media also I will set it to half resolution, and proxy media I will use the compressor DNX HR compressor, and for optimized media also I will use the same compressor. Render cache also I am using the same compressor. sometimes it will be uncompressed 10-bit by default. I have changed it to this DNxHR HQS. And now apart from this, if you come down, you have working folders where all these files will be saved. Remember, as you are working with Resolve, more and more proxy media will be generated and your hard disk is going to occupy a lot of space. So you should always monitor this space. So when you give this proxy generation location, cache file location and gallery still location, see that you actually focus this to a hard disk which has the maximum space. If you have sufficient space in your C drive, then you can use the default path, or otherwise you can click on the browse and choose the hard disk. So right now I have chosen D Resolve as the folder for my proxy media and D Resolve for my cached clip, and for gallery also I have used D Resolve. And once I set this, I will click save. So once I save this, now I will select all the 8 clips here, right click, and you have an option here called generate proxy media. So when I click on generate proxy media, now what happens is it is going to render all these videos at half the resolution of a lower resolution. Then your editing on any machine becomes very easier. Once you complete all the editing, when you do the final render, proxy media will be replaced. Now as soon as I created the proxy media, you can see the symbol here PXY created. So I will just show you a difference. See, this is the original file. If I right click on this and if I click on open file location, now this file is going to open in my Explorer and you can see this original file. If I right click and if I see its properties in details, you can see it's a 1280 by 720 resolution clip. It is a 720p clip. Already when I am giving you the clip, I have purposefully given a low resolution video so that on any machine it can work. Now this size is around 240 MB. Now these files, now if I come to D Resolve folder and in proxy media folder, in your Resolve lesson multicam, in this folder if you come to multicamra.dra, you have media files and here it has generated the same file, that is which is the file I selected, JBR07. The JBR07, see the original file was 240 MB while the proxy media is only 42.8 MB, and if you right click and if you see its property now in details, you can see its resolution has been reduced to 160 by 90. Okay, so the resolution has decreased so much because that's why if I try to play this video, no, this will be a very low resolution video. You can see here, see this video is a very low resolution video. So you can see here, this is a very low resolution video because we have purposefully reduced its that is resolution and we are using the proxy. So the other option is I can select all these files, right click, and I can choose the second option, generate optimized media. And when I choose generate optimized media, again this is going to generate the optimized media. And for example, if I take this proxy media's total size, if I come to property and see its size, see this proxy media total size is around 2 GB. Okay, so whatever files it has generated here, the total sorry, not the proxy media, this is the original file. Original file is 2 GB. Now if I come to proxy media here and in the proxy media, if I see its size, you can check its size, it's 4.61 GB. Why is it showing 4.61 GB? Because with every file it has generated another file here of a higher resolution. You have two files here, see, that's why I am saying you this 2 GB file is now converted into 4 GB. Okay, so that's why when you are using this proxy media or optimized media, when I created optimized media, now in the same folder in deresolve, if you come to cache clip, you have optimized media, and here you have the optimized media generated, and its size is almost 4.45 GB. So like this, it is going to use a lot of space, because these will be the uncompressed video. See, it will generate some files like this .dvcc. Okay, and that's why when you are working, once your project is over, you can come to cache clip and you can delete off all these files. And then in your Davinci Resolve, if you come over here to playback, you have an option here, use optimized media if available. This will be enabled, and in proxy handle, if you choose prefer proxies, then the file will be taken from the proxies. Okay, but right now the machine in which I am showing you the demo is a powerful machine, so I need not use these proxies. So what I am now going to do is, I will select all these files and I am going to unlink proxy media, so that I will remove all this proxy media. I will unlink it. I am not going to use it. I have just shown it to you as a demonstration. Okay, so now I think you are familiar with what is optimized media and what is proxy media. So remember, when you are playing the video, when you are pressing L, J, K, and when you are rewinding and forwarding, if the clip is jerky, then create proxy media of lower resolution and continue with the editing. Okay, so I think you are clear with this. Now let us come back to our actual multicam recording. Now here, one thing you can see here is, before I start the editing, see, you have this file. It is named as, see, jbr_1.move. This is named as jbr_02.move. And if I come to the inspector here and in file and if I come to files, I will select this jbr1 video, and this camera number is 1. I will give it the name as 1. Okay, so this is saved as 1. And for jbr2, the camera, I am going to give it the camera number as 2. So, and for jbr3, I am going to give it the name as 3. So, I am just giving it the camera number. Actually, I am manually entering it, but when the shooting is done, this data will be added. See, I am giving 5, this is 6, and this is 7, and this is 8. So, I have added this metadata to the camera, indicating what is its camera number. Okay. So, now once I have added it, now I will come to this miserable girl here, and in miserable girl, I am going to now right click and I am going to choose the option, second option here, create new multicam clip using selected bin. Now what happens is, all the clips in this bin is selected to create a multi-camera clip, and once I click on this, you are going to see this new multicam clip, and for this I will name this as miserable girl sync. I will give it the name as miserable girl sync. Frame rate is 24, and in angle sync, it has various options, whether you want to sync it through in point, out point, time code, sound and marker. Right now we are going to use sound, because using the sound waveform the angles will be synced. and in the angle name, instead of sequential, I will use the metadata camera. Okay, so that the camera number will be the name of the angle. And then move source clip to original clips bin. You can enable this, and with this all these options set, I will click on create. So once I click on create, now you can see in this miserable girl, all the clips moved into a folder called original clips, and you have one timeline here called as miserable girl sync. And if I double click it, you can see this opens, and you can see the name here is the camera number. It is not the file name. Okay, so this is determined by the camera number, and if I play it, you can see the clips starting in various angle. Okay, so now all these clips are playing together along with the original audio track. Let us just once verify. Let us come over here. See, when I play it, okay, it is synced correctly. Right now the audio is not clear because we are getting the camera audio. We are going to set it later. So our multi-camera clip is ready. Now the next thing is to edit it. We are going to create a new timeline. So for this, come to timelines here, and in timeline, go to file, new timeline, and choose this new timeline, and I am going to call this as miserable girl edit, and I will leave all other thing default as it is, and I will click create. So this is now going to create a new timeline, and in this timeline now I will come back to miserable girl, and I will just drag this entire clip and drop it over here. So the entire clip I have dropped it here. See, the entire clip is here. Now only thing here is seeing the audio track. I am going to see this initial stage is not required. The audio starts from here. You can see here. So I will press Alt and roll the mouse to zoom it. So somewhere from this point I will press Ctrl B. This clip is selected. Press Del or Shift Delete to delete this clip. Then I will move to the end, and the audio ends here. And at this point I am going to select it, press Ctrl B to cut it and delete this part. Okay, so I have made this edit easily done in my timeline. So for this purpose, I will currently close this inspector also and media pool also, so that I have sufficient space to work on it. Now before I start, I have to now set what is the initial camera angle and which is the initial audio track, which track of audio it is using, whether it is from camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. Actually I want this to use the camera music track. Okay, so for this now what I will do is, okay, now once we have set these options, now the next thing I want is, so this clip is ready for me to start the multi-camera editing, but before I start the multi-camera editing, I will set the initial angle of this video. I will right click here and switch multiple camera angle, and I am going to start this with camera 7 angle. So I am going to start with this camera 7 angle, and then in the audio track I will right click and I will choose switch camera angle, and I am going to choose camera music. So I have choose the music track here. So once I have used the music track, see again I have to re-edit, because for the music track the audio is almost starting from here. So if I play it, okay, so the audio starts from here. So what I will do is, now I will press Alt and I will roll the mouse, come to this initial point here, press Ctrl B, select this clip and press del or shift backspace and come to the end, and in the end the cut is fine, there is no problem. Okay, now we have done this initial setup ready. Then the next thing is, this is a multicam clip, and for this if you come on the left hand side here in the source, if I click on this link here, I am going to choose the option multicam here. I will select the multicam option, and once I select the multicam option, you have three options available here. That is, when I cut the clip, so right now see, sound is camera music is here, camera 7 is the video clip, camera music is the audio clip. So right now when I am cutting, I doesn't want to cut the audio. Audio will remain camera music only, and only the visual shots are going to change. So for this, I am going to choose the option only video here. I will select only video option over here. Okay, this is all set now. So now we are ready. Now what we have to now do is, let us start the playback here and let us start cutting the shot based on the beats. So I will start here. I will start the playback. So he is playing. See, I have Okay. So now the recording is done. If required, I will slightly drag this ending shot a little more like this, so that she kisses and the image becomes black. See, I will just take this shot till here as she kisses and it blurs and ends. Okay. So now you can see in the timeline the shots have been cut, and one thing is this audio level is very high. So I will come to this selection and I will select this audio track and I will bring it down to around approximately 6 decibels. I am going to reduce it. I will make it minus 6 decibels. So now my clip, I have roughly created this clip. I will click on zoom extend to see the entire clip timeline. Now I can roughly make the editing, and when I am cutting it in live, if I have done some mistakes, I can now rectify it. Okay, now once I have done the cut, this cut is a rough cut, means I have done the cut, but I can now fine tune it. So I will again play it and do the fine tuning. Say for example, I will play this. See, now after this much beat, I want the shot to change. I will press Alt and roll it a little closer. So now see, and as soon as this beat comes, I want to cut to this long shot. I will choose this shot. So now, okay, again I will cut to this shot, and again I will cut to another long, I will again cut to this long shot. See, as soon as the guitarist took the guitar, I will change it to guitar angle now. Okay, and now I will take the again the drum shot. Beat, I will take the drum shot, then I will again take the other guitarist now. Okay. See? Okay, now here, see, here there is a little delay. I want the song to start from here, so I will just roll it. I want this cut to move from here. I want the shot to change. So I can just hold these two cuts and drag it like this. So now see, now, okay, now, and here when the clip is playing, for this clip I want this close-up shot instead of this shot. So now if I directly click this, what happens is this is going to create a cut. However, if I press Alt on my keyboard, Option in Mac, Alt, and if I click on it, now see what happens is, see, this clip is replaced with this shot. See, even here, as soon as the beat comes, okay, and here I will just drag this a little here. I will move this edit point over here. And when she turns, I want the guitarist. Okay, I want to cut this shot. Okay, so see, and so when she is singing now, guitarist is coming. I doesn't want the guitarist here. I will take again, press Alt and replace this with this shot now. See? So here I want the clip to cut to short here. So, this is, it depends on how you are going to cut. See, when again she starts singing, I will cut here to a close-up shot here. See? See, there is a focus goes away for a second. See here? So, I doesn't want this shot. There is a focus change. So, instead of this shot, I am going to use a different shot. I will press Alt and replace it with this shot now. Okay, so here when she turns, okay, I want this guitarist. I will cut it here.
You're just another pretty girl with something to prove and nothing to lose. Yes, you're beautiful.
See here when he is singing again, see, I want guitar here. So I will just, so here I want the singer. I will change to singer. Oh sorry, I have to replace it. Press Alt and replace the shot. See now?
But you're not happy until you're miserable.
See now when here I want the guitarist again.
You say sweet.
Again here.
You say
When the song starts, I want the singer.
sweet things, but I'm not gullible.
Okay.
You cry and you take up all my time. All of your fits are just to show you wanna try, but you look so fine. Girl, you're so divine. Controlling, which one do you want? I can do both, but it's never enough. I'm lonely.
I want one shot. One second.
Each day, but you're stuck in your way. Never enough. I'm lonely each day, but you're stuck in your way. It's too late. You
Okay, so here when the guitar beat comes,
too late.
I want the guitar sound. So I will take, okay, this shot is not good. I will select it, press Alt and replace here with this clip. Okay, so now
Too late. You're just another pretty.
again the next clip is the same. I will replace it with this clip now. Okay,
You're just another pretty girl. With
and these two clips are the same. See, this is the same shot. In this case, I can select this edit and press delete. See, that edit is not required. So now I will select this shot.
with something to prove and nothing to lose.
Okay, not this shot. I will replace this with this. Okay.
With something to prove and nothing to lose. Yes, you.
So now she is singing. So I will change this shot with Alt. I will change it to this shot.
Nothing to lose. Yes, you're beautiful. But you're not.
See, there is a little blur. So I will just move this over here so that,
But you're not happy until you're miserable. But you're not happy until.
and when she bends down, is there any other angle which is good? I will change it here.
You're miserable.
See, this shot is again the same. I will select this and replace it with the guitar or this clip now. Okay.
Miserable. You say sweet things, but I'm not gullible.
See, here there is a random movement of the camera which I doesn't want. So at this point, I am going to select it and replace with Alt press. I will replace it with the long shot. even here there is a camera movement. Say I doesn't want this camera movement, I will bring it here and I will cut it to this shot. One second. Okay, it's the same shot. What I will do is, I will take the other shot, which is, I will take this long shot. Okay. See, even here her head is cutting here, I don't want it, so I will come here and I will cut this to a long shot. So, this is a process using your creativity. You just create the cuts. Remember, if you cut it directly, it will cut the shot. With Alt, it will replace the shot. So, here when she throws away the initial shot, I am going to actually select this and I am going to replace this with this shot. Okay. And then I will cut it to this shot and it will end like this. Okay. So, now I will go to file and save the project. So, this is how we do the multi-camera editing. Okay, now. So, we are done with this edit. So, in this session we took a 8-camera recording of a musical concert. We learned about how to use proxy media and optimized media to make 8-track play easily on even a low-end computer. And later on, we saw how we can create the multi-timeline clip. Then we put it in a new timeline and we started to cut the shots. So, I think you are now familiar with this multicam recording. So, just practice it a few more times so that using your creativity you can create your own kind of this musical video. So, with this we are going to conclude this multi-camera editing, and in our next session let us move into some special effects and advanced editing. Thank you.